y'all, this is Danny here from High Cotton Decor, and this week I'm talking to you all about paintbrush care. It's really important to use a good quality brush. We sell some on our website, then these are the brushes that I use on my projects, so I can definitely recommend them. I'll put the links below in the description. But once you have your brush, you want to make sure that you're taking good care of it so that it lasts you for a while. A good quality brush is not going to be inexpensive, and you want to make sure that it's going to last as long as possible. So I'm going to teach you how I wash and care for my brushes, and I have brushes now that I have been painting with for more than 5 years, and I really think that the reason they've lasted so long is because I'm a little bit of a stickler about taking good care of them, washing them out as soon as I'm done, and storing them in a way that's going to make them last longer. So I have 3 soaps that I'm going to talk to you about, and I'm going to share the pros and cons of each. The first soap that I'm using here is a brush soap that we sell in our store, and I will drop the link below if you're interested. I always recommend using a brush soap whenever possible because it is specifically designed to wash the paint out of a brush. And so what I have found is brush soaps will usually not leave your bristles stiff like some other soaps can. And so that means the next time you pick up your brush to paint, it's going to be nice and pliable and give you a good finish and retain the shape better. When I'm done washing and the water runs clear, I wrap my brush up with a paper towel and lay it flat to dry. My second favorite soap to use is goat milk soap, and here I'm using our Beekman 1802 hand and body wash, and I'll drop a link below in case you want to check that out. Goat milk soap is really good for your skin. It's also great for paintbrushes because not only does it get all of that paint out, but it's not going to leave the bristles stiff and dry like some other soaps can. Make sure that you get all of the paint out of the bristles. Don't forget to wash the metal part, which is called the ferrule. You want to keep your brush nice and clean. And then when it's all clean and there's no more paint, roll it in a paper towel and lay it flat to dry. My last recommendation is some Dawn dish soap, or probably really any dish soap that you have under your kitchen sink will work fine. It's not my favorite. If I have the other 2, I'll use those first, but I have definitely used a lot of Dawn to wash my brushes over the years, and it works fine, and my brushes lasted a long time. It does tend to leave the bristles stiff, unlike the other 2. That's why I don't use it if I don't have to, but again, it does the job. I'll drop a link to that little heart scrubber tool if you want to check that out. It helps to get the bristles clean a little bit faster. Then I wrap it in a paper towel, lay it flat to dry. Okay, so those are the 3 soaps that I recommend when it comes to washing out your paintbrushes. As much as possible, I definitely recommend using the brush soap or the goat milk soap. I find that gives me the best results. I still use Dawn fairly regularly if that's all I have around. I do just notice that the bristles, as I said, when the brush dries, the bristles will be a little bit stiffer, and you'll just take a little bit for those to soften up as you're working on your next project. After I'm done washing, you guys probably noticed in each of the clips there that I took a paper towel. I take a paper towel, fold it in half, and wrap it around the brush, and then I store it flat to dry for a day or 2. This just helps to absorb the water while the brush is drying, and then once the brush is dry, I'll take the paper towel off, and down at the store I have a rack where they hang from. Here at home I have a little metal container and I store them flat. I definitely recommend that you do not store them, especially when they're drying, with the brush side up, because that will lead to this metal part. I can't remember the name of it. I know it has a name. The metal part that holds the bristles together can get rusty. And so if you lay it flat, that will help with that. Also, the other reason I don't store them with the brush side up is because gravity will start to pull your bristles down, especially if it's a brush you don't use very often. And then you'll end up with kind of, the sides frayed, which can impact your finish, depending on what you're painting the next time you pick that brush up. I find that either storing them, this is the best way to store them. I just don't have a way to do that here at home. And so I just store them like this flat in like a metal container that I have where I keep them all in between use. So wrap them up. And this I do as well for brushes that I'm using, like when we paint walls or doors or that type of thing here at home or at the store. I always wrap it in a paper towel, let it dry flat, and then store it either hanging or store it flat. I have brushes that I've been using for more than 5 years and they still look and work great. And I'm convinced it's because I'm a little bit of a stickler when it comes to washing my brushes out and taking good care of them. If you have any questions, please drop them below in the comments. I hope you guys will subscribe to my channel. We have lots more tutorials here for you, a new tutorial every week. Don't forget you can find us on Facebook and Instagram at High Cotton Decor as well. And all of the products that we use in our tutorials you can find on our store at highcottondecor.com. Thanks for watching.